Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, unfortunately, we have a little bit of bad news. We're going to have to postpone our Kickstarter. Now, for the 5 of you who knew about it, you must be devastated. Just kidding. But seriously, no, we're really sorry. We tried so hard to push this out. It wasn't ready. You know, the graphics just weren't there. The text was blocky. It just didn't feel polished. And we're not going to push out some crap just to meet an arbitrary deadline. So, you know, we're really sorry, and we hope you understand. And of course, in the future, if this ever happens again, we'll definitely let you know, keep you in the loop. We don't want to hide the ball from you or maybe gloss over it like it didn't happen. But the good news is, we're still having a Kickstarter, all right? So it's just next week. It'll be April 3rd, which is a Wednesday. And even if you can't back us financially, we'd still love to have your support. You can always leave a comment, you know, here or on the Kickstarter. We're really open to feedback. And of course, feel free to bring a friend. So let's talk about the Kickstarter itself and our plans for the future. So for the Kickstarter, we're setting our minimum goal at $50,000. And while that might sound like a lot, or little to some people, that's exactly what we need to make sure the game launches according to schedule. So we've been doing this for about 3.5 years. We spent over $100,000 of our own money to get to this point, and so we know what it takes. And right now, the main thing that's missing is the audio. So you've probably noticed in our other videos that there are no sound effects, there's no music, there's just me talking over the video. And that's on purpose. We consciously set audio to the side because it's not as critical in the early stages of development, at least for this game. So instead we focus on more critical assets. But we definitely need that for the final release. And in addition to the audio, we also need a little bit of more money for some more animations, for the different fighters, and the souls in the game. We also need a little bit more for some of the 3D assets. Right now we have a lot of placeholders in the arenas. And we want to make sure those come to life and feel like the fantasy worlds that they are. And lastly, the money's going to go for servers across the world. So we want to make sure that all our backers are able to access the early alpha. And that's going to release in early October of 2019, if we meet our funding. So at that time, we're taking a lot of feedback from players and implement that into the game. Also, we're going to fix the most horrific bugs, hopefully. And then we plan to launch the beta 6 months later in early April of 2020. Of course, if we exceed our funding, then we'll be able to push production up faster, to a point, right? Because we still have to get the audio assets in there, and that's going to take at least 3 months to get in. So our most optimistic release for the alpha would be in August of 2019 and November 2019 for the beta. Again, that's if we exceed our initial goal. Now, of course, you're probably wondering what kind of rewards we offer the Kickstarter, and we're really excited about this because, of course, we have a ton of exclusive content we're offering Kickstarter only. We're also involved in the community at a very early stage, so even for low tiers, you can create your own assets that will go in the game. And this is beneficial for us as well because we're going to create the cosmetics regardless. But this way, we actually have your input and your feedback, and you can feel like a part of the community by having something in there that you created that everybody can use. Also, we have a really fun reward for anybody who pledges at the 2nd tier or above. We're going to build a community fighter together from scratch, everything. So from the lore and the name to the fighting style, each individual attack, everything. We're going to build it together as a community through polls and suggestions, and we're really excited about this. So we hope you'll take a chance on us. And like I said before, you don't have to back us financially to support us. We'd love to hear from you. Any kind of feedback you can offer, we're always open. Thank you so much for watching. We really look forward to seeing and hearing from you, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time.